Low-fat, creamy ginger dressing.
All right, so today we're gonna blend up a low-fat, creamy ginger dressing. And this is super easy, particularly if you have a high-powered blender.
We have a lot of stuff here, though.
If you don't have a high-powered blender, you probably can still do this in a normal blender, but some of the items, like the garlic, you may want to pre-chop before you put it in there. All right, so we're gonna start off with a 1/3 cup of silken tofu. Now, we absolutely, crazily adore Mori New tofu. Mori New tofu has like revolutionized our way of thinking as far as preparing foods.
Yeah, we used to use a lot of cashews to make like cashew cream type stuff, and we found that this can almost replace that like 95% of the time.
Yeah.
Just works really, really well.
Now, I haven't found another brand of tofu that has a similar texture to Mori New, so...
Or flavor. It's really the flavor.
Yeah.
Because it's very neutral.
It's very neutral,
we tried the Publix silken tofu, and it was like, it wasn't good.
Now, those tofus are perfectly fine for applications where you're going to cook them or marinate them or do something else with them. But if you just want to add a creamy
as the sauce
element to a sauce, then Mori New is really the way to go.
Yep. Okay, 1/3 cup, you said? Mm-hmm. This is going to be challenging. Mm-hmm. How specific do I have?
I asked him if he wanted a spoon. He said, no, I can just put that in there.
I do not want a spoon. I'm going to make this as hard as possible to show people that you can still do it. There we go, 1/3 cup. Told you I could do it.
Beautiful. All right.
And we still have a lot of Mori New tofu left.
That's good, because we're going to use it.
For something.
For something.
Don't know what.
All right, so our next ingredient is 1 teaspoon finely grated lemon zest. So we have a lemon, and we have a zester, and we have a Brian. So he's going to eyeball 1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon, you said?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to estimate that at being like almost 1/3 of the lemon, maybe almost half. This is a tiny lemon, so probably half. I don't know, how lemony do you like your creamy ginger dressing, you know? Lemon is a great thing because it adds acidity and this like extra pop of flavor that really can take something from meh to wow, you know? So there we go. I'm going to say that's about a teaspoon.
All right, so
now I get to smell like lemons.
We're not done with this lemon because we actually want some lemon juice in there too.
Oh, I get to play with my favorite toy. I never wanted one of these things because like, they don't really work. And then I got this exact one. This is totally a promotion. This exact one. I researched and found that this exact one is the one you want. Okay, there's going to be a link for it in the description.
You can squeeze basically anything with this bad boy and put it in a beverage.
It's not a bad boy.
Or a dressing.
It's not a bad boy.
Brian hates those words.
It just sounds stupid.
Okay, so we're looking for 2 tablespoons of fresh juice.
Well, she didn't tell me that.
Well, I thought half.
Usually you just go by like a lemon.
Yeah.
It's squirting out the sides.
Because you're doing it at an angle.
Yeah, because I'm trying to measure it. See, I'm doing it my way.
Yeah, squirt right in there.
Okay. All right. 2 tablespoons, you said?
Yeah, do you want the other half too?
Hold on. I got this lovely disc here that still has some more juice in it. See? You see? I'm going to say that's like 1.5 tablespoons.
Let's just do the whole lemon.
All right.
We like lemon.
But look at that. It makes like a little hat.
It's so cute. Put it in the compost over there. Thank you.
But you see why I like this? It just works. I've had them before and they sucked. Kind of like a potato masher. We've had a crappy potato masher that I threw in the garbage after 1 use. This is amazing.
There's another social media vegan guy. For some reason, I can't remember his name right now, and I feel really bad. But he's constantly making these really great-looking juices with just squeezing this over his glass, and boom, he's got a bright, fragrant beverage. Anyway, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar.
Would that be rice wine vinegar?
That would be.
They're the same thing. We've had that question before by people. What's the difference between rice vinegar and rice wine vinegar? Well, nothing. Labeling.
Words.
2 tablespoons?
2.
Can you tell this isn't my recipe? I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I'm just putting in stuff as she tells me. Okay. You think I'm measuring the mustard?
All right, well,
Then I gotta scoop it out.
that's fine. Eyeball 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, please.
1 teaspoon.
Yeah.
One teaspoon.
Beautiful.
Yes,
All right.
Yes, you are.
Now we need a tablespoon of date sugar, but we already put moisture in our tablespoon.
This is another reason why I eyeball things. In all honesty, it doesn't matter that much if you're a little bit over 1 tablespoon.
Yeah, they're chunky. So
I know they're chunky. That's why we put it in the blender.
now, if you don't have date sugar, you can simply just toss a date in there and you'll probably be fine.
And if you don't have that, you can just use sugar. You can. Date sugar is literally just dried, ground up dates. It does add a nice flavor. So you might even want to do like a drop of molasses with it if you want to be fancy. Anyway.
Now we're going to do 2 tablespoons of minced fresh ginger, but we're not doing that. We're doing this stuff instead because, I don't know, fresh
You
ginger
tell 'em why?
in our house, I don't know if this happens to you, but in our house, it ends up at the very bottom of the crisper drawer and it just grows things that
It
it
gets
shouldn't.
purchased with the best of intentions.
And it just
2
doesn't-
tablespoons? I'm not doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I'm gonna eyeball.
yep. So this, I know, is going to last longer than the mystery ginger.
You'd like to think so.
And it has its date right there on the cap, so that way I know.
That's true.
All right, the next is a ½ teaspoon of minced garlic. So we're just going to put 1 nice sized clove in there because it only does a ½ teaspoon of garlic. I mean, that's
Just one?
well, put it in there. And then only a teaspoon of nutritional yeast, which just seems wrong too. But
Why bother? Oops. Okay, that's a little bit over a teaspoon.
and the last
It's
ingredient,
ruined now. Throw it away. Start over.
the last ingredient is freshly ground white pepper. We don't have freshly ground pepper. We have ground white pepper
Previously ground white pepper. How much?
to taste. So just,
But I don't even know what it's going to taste like.
I don't know, just do a couple of dashes in there. And water.
How much?
What? 2 to 1 tablespoons, which really should be 1 to 2 tablespoons.
Who writes it like that?
Apparently I do. I don't know. So that it's not seeming very full. This is supposed to make 4 servings. I'm questioning this now.
For very small salads.
Yeah.
How many?
2. We'll just do 2. Call it a day. All right, now we're gonna blend. Let's see what we got.
Okay. I'm going to blend. Be back in a sec. It is now properly blended.
So the 1 to 2 tablespoons of the water was basically to make it either more runny or more thick. So that depends based on your personal preference and your application. For example, if you're putting it on a salad, do you like thick dressing or do you like something that's going to coat more thoroughly?
This seems like a salad.
I like this consistency for salad, but if I were going to dip something into this, like a gyoza or a
You could use, well, okay, if you're going to do that, you could use less water or you could use more tofu.
right.
But anyway,
All right, let's see what it
time
tastes
for a
like.
taste. It's a really nice balance between the ginger and the lemon.
Yeah.
I would call it ginger lemon because the ginger's coming through, but it's not like that super hot. And then the lemon is there, but it's not overtaking.
Yeah, it's really bright,
The
for lack of a better
creaminess
word.
of the tofu really balances it all together.
Yeah.
So you have like, you know, this trifecta of flavors going on. It's actually really, really nice.
It has a nice flavor pop to
Yeah.
it.
I said to Derek off camera, because I tasted it before we got here, if you put some soy sauce in this, it will go great on an Asian-style ginger salad. Ginger dressing for the salad.
I think it's great the way it is. I can see this.
Well, you can totally use it as it is, but if you want to get it Asianized, is all I'm saying. I just like to give options, Anyway,
there you go. It's that easy, and it's that good.
And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.
Bye-bye.